for me is perfect, a short hair. I don't know, maybe this.
I think it's not gonna work. You're back in Lisbon, and my model today is Samira. Beforehand, we talked about doing a drastic cut, so I was really surprised when she said, I actually want to grow my hair longer. But then I found out that half of her hair length is dyed, and she wants to get rid of it.
I have a reference. This is maybe a style, it's a BIXIE, but for me it's important this form because I like this. You know?
So you would like to do it like short at the back like this?
Yeah.
Cool, but here like the fringe is quite long.
I don't know, maybe this, not too much.
But Samira has never tried a fringe before, and she wasn't sure it will work with her face shape. Of course, you can have some fringe with your face shape. It's not an issue. It can be maybe like the shortest is like something like this. So you can drop everything to one side. It will not be fringe. It will be like a whole block here.
Okay.
Shorten this all. How about this one? Like
Yeah.
it? Here you see also it's kind of a fringe. So we see like this short, maybe it's AI, but doesn't matter. So it's some texture on top, maybe like slightly longer on the sides here. But after we looked at the references, it was clear that there was one more challenge. What I wanted to say, like some references were curly, but as I see your hair is not that curly, right?
No,
it's
straight, yeah.
Did you try like haircut with a razor, by the way?
Yeah.
Did you like the effect on the hair? How it looked?
Yeah, I like.
I would like to open your face a bit more because like now with the long hair, it's covering and all this big fringe. Now it's or falling here or you have to maybe put it behind the ears. I want you some more fresh and cute look with some shorter cut.
Okay.
Okay, let's wash it and start. As always, I'm starting with a good shampoo. My main goal here is to really cleanse the roots, so the styling later can hold the volume better. And honestly, the first wash already tells me a lot. How the hair behaves, how heavy it is, and what kind of texture we're actually working with today. Then I'll apply conditioner only through the mid-length and tips, just to soften the driest part. I'm not trying to treat the hair right now. I just want it to feel healthy and manageable. And I still want the hair to keep a bit of grip. I could use a hydrating mask too, but since I'm about to cut her hair, I don't want it to be too soft and slippery in my fingers, especially when I'm cutting with a razor. Alright, now the hair is clean and we can get into the cut. The actual name of this haircut is Graduated Bob, and it's a perfect match for the references Samira showed me. At first glance, it can look simple, like just a short bob, but technically it's one of the most demanding haircuts you can do. First, I'm going to section everything out, and I'm starting at the back, right at the nape. I'll be working with diagonal partings directed towards the face, because that's also the direction I'm planning to style everything later. Forward, framing the face. And this next part is way more important than it looks, choosing the very first guide. That first control section decides everything. The graduation, the balance, the final silhouette. If I get that wrong, there is no hiding it later. You cannot fix it in styling. The most difficult part is over. Now all easy. Guides are set. So, why razor? Samira's hair is pretty straight and quite thick, and she wants a short cut that still looks light, not heavy or blocky. That's exactly what a razor gives you. Texture that's already built in. It removes weight, softens the edges, and helps the hair move more naturally, especially on thick, straight hair like this. Yes, razor cutting on wet hair takes a bit longer than scissors, but the payoff is huge. When the shape is done, there is usually way less fixing at the end. The texture is already soft and the blend is already there. BIXIE is another name of graduated bob these days, but it's not the same as pixie. The main difference is the length around the face. With a pixie, the sides usually stay pretty short, but with BIXIE, the hair on the sides, closer to the face, becomes longer than the hair in the nape area. So you keep more length around the face, and that gives you more options for the final styling. Those longer pieces can be tucked behind the ear for a clean, minimal look, or you can bring them forward towards the cheekbones, and it instantly creates a more elegant silhouette. Still short, but with that soft frame around the face. But let's get back to my haircut. I'm almost done with the shape and I'm moving to the fringe. Well, not really a fringe. Like I said earlier, it's more like a whole block of layers in the front, and they get longer as they go up towards the crown. That way we get a lot of movement and the volume on top. And it also fixes a super annoying thing, those longer pieces that keep falling into the face and messing up with the fringe. So everything connects here. The fringe, the sides, and the top all flow into each other. After razor, there are always a few slightly longer pieces left behind. Inside the shape, I don't mind them. They can actually add nice texture and make it feel more natural. But along the outline, I like to clean things up a little with scissors, using point cutting. And then I go back in with a thinning razor again, just to add a bit more texture where it makes the biggest difference. Usually in the densest areas, where I want more movement. We start styling it. Tell me on which side, this side or that side?
This.
Yeah. Because the roots go here. If you put it here, we have this volume.
Yeah.
If you enjoy transformations like this, honest, simple and real, you can subscribe and give this video a like. More stories are coming. I'm applying a little bit of volumizing product at the roots for extra lift, and on the length I'm using a volume spray with no hold. I'm keeping it pretty light. I want volume and movement, but I don't want the hair to feel sticky or stiff. I know that this haircut will still look great and keep its shape even if you just blow dry it with your hands, pushing everything from the crown forward to the face. That's honestly the easiest way to wear it day by day. But for the video, I wanted to show a bit more Salon style, voluminous finish. So I'm going to take my time, lift the roots a bit more, and really build that airy shape on top. It makes the haircut look a little softer, a little more polished, and a bit more feminine, without losing that sharp, clean silhouette. Here we are. Can you come to us? What do you think?
Gorgeous. Love it. Yes, I love it. Do you like?
Yes. Looks amazing.
It's my first time with fringe in my life.
I like how it looks on you. I think you're like more cute now. and it suits you.
Yeah.
It suits you, and
Thank you.
yeah, I need to show it from the back as well. I remember what you were telling, like you went to some, and see how it is there.
I like this.
Of course, like I did it all as a hairdresser with a brush, but I think you, even on a wet hair, you can see that it was like the shape was this.
I like so much this. I like.
Cool. Thank you for taking part.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. A new week, a new story.